Oh man, you know what day it is. You know what time it is. Leadit Podcast, November 16. Giving you my favorite set of games for this week, November 16. And oh man, how quick it goes. This week we got a lot of good games. We got a lot of good games this week. I really like the matchups this week, and we're gonna get started right away. Last week for week number 10. 3 for 5 on the podcast. 3 for 5 on the podcast last week. Not a bad week. Hopefully, I won you guys a little bit of money. Last week, told you guys Cleveland versus the Jets. I told you guys, go with the Jets. Go with the Jets. Dylan Gabriel, that guy, he's not that guy, man. Arizona versus Seattle. I told you guys, go with Arizona. We were on the wrong side. Seattle got the job done. They actually destroyed Arizona. Detroit versus Washington. I told you guys, go with Detroit. Detroit got the job done. They covered that 8.5. I told you guys Detroit was going to be upset at the previous week. Detroit got the job done. Pittsburgh versus LA. Unfortunately, we were on the wrong side of that. Pittsburgh did not get the job done. The Chargers defense played really well, and Rodgers just didn't have it. Then on the final game was the Monday night game, Philly versus Green Bay. Philly got the job done. They won the game out. I told you guys go Philly money line. So that was it for week number 10. Now, here we go for week number 11, where I'm looking forward to winning you guys some money. First game we got on the slate, Carolina versus Atlanta right now. Carolina are underdogs, 3.5. We're going to go with Carolina in this matchup. My reasoning behind this is, listen, Atlanta just finished playing in Germany. They're going to be super tired. And they finished playing Jonathan Taylor, who just ran crazy on them last week. It's going to be very difficult now to get the strength to play today. And you got to play Rico Gathers now, who's just playing really, really, really well for Carolina. We're going to go Carolina. Second game on the slate, Green Bay versus the New York Giants. And that's right. You know I'm a homer. You know I'm a New York Giants homer, but we're going with the Giants. We're going with famous Jameis to get the job done today. Kafka, head coach today. We finally got rid of Daboll. It feels like a cloud has been lifted from the New York Giants organization. Going with that's it. We finished with Brian Daboll. Everybody was done with Brian Daboll. Everybody was done with Russell Wilson. I don't want to see none of them ever put the Giants uniform on. Now we got Kafka. He's a cooler coach, a cooler head. I think the defense is going to play to the part. And Love hasn't been playing outstanding, to be honest, with Green Bay. So we're going to be on the Giants. Again, take those 7 points. New York Giants. Hopefully we get it done today. Third game, Houston versus Tennessee. Tennessee right now, we're going to take the points again, 5.5. Listen, Tennessee just is coming off their bye week. And for a young quarterback, I don't got to tell you how important that is to come off that bye. Just sit back, relax, see what you're doing well, see what you're doing wrong. I think Tennessee, Houston doesn't have their starting quarterback. Houston doesn't have their starting quarterback. Mills is going in again, and second time you're going to see Mills instead of CJ. I think Tennessee is going to be able to take advantage of that matchup. We're going to take the points again. We're going with Tennessee. Fourth game, Seattle versus the Rams. Right now, listen, this is a really big matchup. This is probably the number one matchup this week for the NFL. And the number one reason I'm going with the Rams in this game, first of all, the line just moved down. It was 3.5. Now you could get the line at 3. Seattle's passing defense is ranked 22nd. That's not good. It's not good. The Rams passing offense is top 3 in the league. Matthew Stafford is going to, as long as he has time, he's going to pick apart that Seattle defense. And for my final game, Kansas City versus the Broncos. We're going to do a special play here, guys. Pay attention. We're going Kansas City at half. Kansas City at half. We all know how Denver starts off games, how they started out games this whole NFL season. Very slow until the second half. So this is the play. Kansas City at half. Right now, you can get the half. Kansas City is minus 2.5, which means all Kansas City has to do is be leading by a field goal at half. They're probably going to get the ball first. Hopefully, they put the ball in the end zone, and there you go. They'll cover at half. So, once again, let me repeat that for you guys. For week number 11, Leadit Podcast, we're going Carolina. Carolina versus Atlanta. We're going to take the points with Carolina. We're taking the points. Green Bay versus New York Giants. We're taking the points. We're going with the Giants. Houston versus Tennessee. We're taking points again. We're going with Tennessee. Seattle versus the Rams. We're giving up the 3. We're going to go and we're going to be on the side of the Rams. And Kansas City versus the Denver Broncos. Go with the half. Take KC at the half. Leadit Podcast, baby. Hopefully I win you guys some money.